I'm Shredmasterscott, and this video is about finger tapping fire. Stick around to learn about the technique, theory, and recording behind the music. If you're into metal guitar and how to become a better musician, you may want to subscribe. Do it. Since Eddie Van Halen, everybody knows finger tapping has become a rite of passage for shred guitar players. Let's have a close-up of this lick and examine the technique involved. But shred, that's so hard. That's what she said. Next up, let's have a look at the theory behind this finger tapping fire. We're here in Guitar Pro, and I've tabbed everything out. We're in the key of E minor, which contains 1 sharp, F sharp. Basically, we have a hammer on from nowhere sequence. So you're hammering on to the 3rd fret of the high E string without any pick attack. And then hammering on to the 5th fret of the B string without any pick attack again. Tap onto the 12th fret and pull off to the open string. That's pretty much the drill for the whole lick. Now from a chord progression standpoint, I'm basically just taking the progression E minor to D and repeating it in different inversions. These first 2 groups of 16th notes are E minor, then the next 2 are D major. I'm also using the device of contrary motion, which is 2 voices moving in opposite directions. Bar 2 sees the first 2 groups of 16th notes in a higher voicing of E minor, moving to yet another higher voicing of D, and the same thing for the last bar, which is the second inversion for both E minor and D major triads. It's important to keep in mind that the key of E minor is every guitar player's favorite key. Enjoy. These licks are so hard, saving maidens from the castle will be easy. Next, let's have a look at the recording process I use to lay down these tracks. We're using my trusty Ibanez 7-string. That goes directly into my line HX Stomp, and the USB cable comes out and heads into my laptop. And this is Logic Pro. Logic Pro is the recording DAW. All right, let's have a look under the hood at the Logic Pro X file. Okay, so what we've got here is my guitar track, and there's no fancy panning here, it's just panned up the center. Just one track, and that sounds like this. Let's solo it just so we can hear it. So that's the line 6 HX Stomp sound, and I basically just got a compressor on that to even out the volume. Even though with distorted sounds, they're kind of compressed anyway, so you don't need that much. We've got the drums and bass programmed with MIDI. I work in the score window and program out all of the parts. Easy Drummer 2 for the drums, and I'm using internal bass sound within Logic. I'm doubling what I'm doing on guitar with this rising high synth lead from Logic's internal Alchemy synth, which I fucking love this thing. You can change the sounds by moving that around. It's almost like going back and forth between gay and straight. Gay, straight. And finally, I've got some strings going in the background. Just to add some extra texture and atmosphere. And for the string sounds, I'm using the Vienna Smart Orchestra. And here's the player here. You've got all kinds of cool options. And sounds really good. And there you have it, finger tapping fire to titillate your soul. Just remember, Shred loves you, and so does Satan. If you have any questions on recording technique or how to get babes, hit me up in the comments. Shred knows everything about the chicks. And one last thing, learning these skills, the theory, the recording, some of this extra stuff, it's going to put you in a whole different realm than everyone else. Knowing some of these extra things is going to help set you apart. Until next time, shred till you're dead.